Please welcome with all my heart and soul, Sharon Prabhakar.
Oh, thank you, thank you, thank you. That's
Sharon,
that's a tough, yeah.
It's such a pleasure, sweetheart. And Sharon, I'm going to request you, on your mobile phone, you will have to just, because we can see you the other way around. So on your mobile phone, you will have to just tap, the one which says change direction. So you will be,
one minute, because I am not.
Yeah, it's just,
I am not.
Yeah. Someone
something, this is not my phone, by the way.
No,
so
it's okay,
I'm not familiar.
It's okay. I know it's your beautiful daughter's phone and she's really beautiful.
Yeah, because my phone has collapsed.
Sure. So Sharon, I'll just tell you, you just go on your setting, and how we used to change. When we watch a movie, Sharon, we just change, we wanted to watch it the other way around, the vertical mode and the
no, I know that. Where is that icon? I can't find it.
No problem, sweetie.
Just change your phone. I can't change my phone because my internet has collapsed on my phone.
No. Just change the direction of your phone.
Okay. 1 minute. I just want to. Okay, hold on. Because I'm also charging it. It's a borrowed phone and the battery is low.
Awesome.
Yes. Yeah. That's
perfect. Yeah. Okay. Sorry, I wanted to get it done in the beginning itself, and we can flow with it later. So I'm also going to first introduce my another star here who's here with me. And I'm so delighted to welcome her. Oh my God, I love it when she works with the legends from across the world, be the Bollywood or Hollywood legends. She's an international winner of LA International Fest for Scoring and World Leadership Congress Award from 80 countries. One of India's leading music director, composer, and pianist, and has an extensive scope of work in sonic branding, theater, advertising, concerts, films. कभी खुशी कभी गम और अब हम सिर्फ खुशी की बात करने वाले हैं. इस कोविड-19 के माहौल में खुशी किस तरह आ सकती है हमारे घरों में, हम इसके बारे में बात करने वाले हैं. She's also been a recent Mastercard audio branding she's done, which was launched for the Grammys and was awarded the best audio, topping the McDonald's, also creating sound of Dubai tourism and being my guest for the King of Khan, Shah Rukh Khan, and Gwyneth Paltrow. And who else would we talk of then? Merlin D'Souza, the very beautiful and absolute musician lover. And, I'm going to say Sharon is, our legend who's here with us. And you are already on your way, Merlin. So I'm so happy and overwhelmed to be with two absolutely enlightening girls. I'm going to call them girls because they're both young and they're both really beautiful. So I'm going to start with my favorite, Sharon. Sharon, you've had fans across the world, not just in the country. How does it feel during this time of COVID-19 that the music fraternity could heal and touch people's hearts?
When this first happened, I've always felt, through meditation and prayer, that the journey is always inward. And I felt that this is not something that is happening to me. It is something that is happening for me. And life is all about maximizing any situation. I mean, Merlin has had an incredible journey. Merlin, when we switch the mic to you, you must tell us, about your background and how, and it's music. Music fueled you, it fed you, it fostered you, it fathered you, it mothered you, and it's your best friend as music is mine. But when COVID happened, I looked around me, people were getting depressed, people were getting bored, and then I found that I realized what a mundane world I lived in. And that's when my journey has always been an inward journey, but then it intensified. And I must honestly tell you, Simran, I love the silence that I'm in. I have done so much internally, externally, avenues have opened. You see, when you embrace change, when you're stuck, people, I can't find my toothbrush, get another one. It's okay. I have actually, and I'm really not being patronizing, I have loved every day of this silence. I have used my time with a lot of respect. I have learned so much musically. I have grown in a lot of verticals which would have never have been possible if it wasn't for COVID. I mean, an interaction like this, for example. And so I'm thrilled. I'm elated. I'm composing, I'm creating, I'm singing, I'm, you know, whatever. And of course, people like you, my lovely Merlin, Chetali, we are very fortunate that we are in a situation where we can look into a camera and say, hey, you know what, I'm enjoying the silence. But life is about compassion. And there are people out there suffering. So the last time you and I talked, Simran, on our panel for Delhi, you know, we were talking about the people that needed help. That was a big issue on that panel discussion. This is the time for creativity, but it's also the time for compassion. And I'm enjoying both.
And it all shows, you know, around your aura. I mean, you know, we can see your face. It's so calm, and you are into the process. You've already rejuvenated. Sharon, but I want to ask you one question here before we go to Merlin. You know, you've been with loud music all around you, with huge applauses throughout back to back, you know, where lakhs of people are watching you live, and with apps, I think no one must have really experienced this kind of sound, what you always had around you. And now suddenly into solace, silence, and you are still blooming. How do you really compare the two aspects of your life?
But silence is the most beautiful musical note. Merlin, do you agree?
Definitely.
Silence is definitely. It is the most beautiful note. And I hope in this discussion, we will be able to discuss maybe the subtext between notes, between words, between people who are saying one thing and proving a point. Zero in on your silence. And honestly, I could do a whole talk on that. But I love my silence. My silence speaks to me. I'm at peace with my silence. And you know, the law of potentiality is so intense. If you embrace what is happening and do not question, like for example, a rose seed, when you put it into the ground, it doesn't question, hey, I hope I'm going to be a rose, and I hope I'm not going to be a, you know, a pumpkin or something. It doesn't question. It grows, it blooms, it magnifies, it manifests. And that's where we are today. Let's use this silence as our garden to grow, to blossom, to manifest. And I'm sure Merlin, you know, is going to tell us about all the 150 things she's doing. Because Merlin, unlike me, is like, she is 25 tufan males. I kind of sit and ponder and introspect and say, chalo, la da dee da dee. Very good, let's record it. Merlin, if you go into her studio and say, Merlin, I've got an idea, she's so very glad you came because I've got 20 ideas. You know, so it's very interesting sharing this platform with her because she is the other spectrum. She works, I don't know, Merlin, what are you eating and drinking? Because she is on adrenaline. My adrenaline is more internal and quiet, and I'm sort of figuring out notes. And I hope at the end of the session, Merlin, I know you're going to be, you know, playing us one of your compositions. And I wrote a little song which I also want to sing. But Simran, yes, I love the silence. I could carry on like this. I'm fine. The molecular atmosphere around me is pulsating with opportunity. There is silence, there is scope, and I can think, I can hear my voice, and I'm really not worried about, hey, you know, this one didn't call, and I've got to do this, and I've got to do that. Too many of us are in this got to do and get done list. And COVID has taught me, go inward, because inside you is that pot of creative gold that you never really focused on brandishing because of your work commitments. Now that it's all, you know, all flattened out, enjoy this. And it's time to reinvent myself. It's time to create. Change is the only constant. And I'm riding the white stallion of change.
And we'll come back to, oh, Sharon, thank you, Sharon. I can see you, sorry. Sorry, yes. Thank you, Sweeta, thank you so much. Okay, so you probably, I was audible enough. Thank you, Sharon. So I'm going to come back to you because I have no idea it was my network trouble or your network trouble, but yeah. So we move ahead to Sharon. I'm going to come back to, Sharon, you later. And Merlin, I'm going to ask you, you've been composing, like you composed what Ladli, what I know. And now, of course, you must have created, I had no idea, all the new compositions, and your creativity has gone to a different level altogether. Merlin, how are you doing? Let me tell all our lovely viewers, whenever I'm with Sharon and Merlin, they're just like, the teens, not even the 20s, they're the teens, the energy, the screaming, and the fun and enjoyment that they are with is absolutely infectious. And I love being with them. I'm the same Dhamaka and energy. I'm going to invite you, Merlin. How are you feeling here, sweetheart? And tell us about your creativity. How is the lockdown treating you? And the COVID-19, what do you have to say about that, sweetheart? Does music really touch people and heal people?
Yes, of course. Firstly, I think it's touched us. We are all together on the same show. And Chaitali, thank you for being a catalyst and for getting the S into our lives. Simran, Sharon, so I shall say the S and M. The S and M. And, Sharon spoke something about silence. And yes, I have a band, and we are the elements of nature. Somebody is the earth, somebody is the water, the wind. Guess who's the fire? Okay, so I am. So I believe I'm not a fire. I believe I'm a spark. Because a spark can keep roaring, can keep lighting, and can keep igniting. So like Sharon said, go deep down within you. And it all exists there. So during times of COVID, we have to explore not just the id and the superego. It's all the subconscious, the subdominant, the dominant lying way down below, which hasn't been explored. And I think COVID has given us this burst of energy to dig deep within us and say, yes, let's move towards the change. Let's see how we can do things differently, So for me, as a musician, I've come from a journey where I've had very little to go by. So this experience has been easy kind of for me, because I've discovered and grown from very little. I've grown by the side of the railway tracks in a railway quarter. And the only things that I heard, going back to Sharon, was 4 things in music. And we can experience that even now. All you need to know and to create is melody, harmony, rhythm, and silence. And knowing when to use all of these 4 can make you into something spectacular, something you never believed, that you had within you. And through the years, I've had a rundown piano. I didn't have much. I would just hear the call of the azan from the mosques across the railway tracks, and the sound of da-duck, 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 the trains. That was the rhythm. And the church bells in the distance. The church bells and the azan was the harmony. And suddenly there would be nothing, and there would be silence. And I said, oh my God, this is music. This is creativity, So from the age of 2 and 3, I've been, encouraged to create and do with what I have at hand, And yes, through the years, change has been constant. The change is the only constant, like, Sharon said. And, Simran, I've seen you, I met you just a few years ago. And when I saw you, there was a little bit of flutter within me in my mind, and said, oh my God, this girl is so gifted. She's gorgeous. She can do anything. She can do everything. And yet she's so simple at heart. And I think those are the lessons we need to keep in times like this. No matter how much we've achieved, we have to go back to that little seed within us. Because I think every oak tree is an acorn. And we should all be that little seed every day of our lives. And musically, that's what I'm doing in times like this. And I would love to tell youngsters out there, use the streaming, use social media, use anything that you can. Use your utensils at home. Use, Fruity Loops. Use GarageBand on your iPhone. There's so many things that we can use in times of lockdown. You don't need to have a big studio. You don't need to have anything big in your rooms, in the confines of your room. So yes, the journey has been exciting, from having nothing to wanting everything. And I think the greatest gift I have as a person, I think, is just life. L-I-F-E. If you're alive and you can wake up to every dawn with your mental faculties, you know, knowing that you can learn something more, because I believe I can never know everything. So there's always something to learn. And the COVID situation, you know, Harvard Business School said the best thing about COVID, for world over, for every continent, for every person around the world, COVID has created innovation.
Exactly. Exactly. You know, this is very interesting. It has been a turnaround, you know. Think about if you embrace change and if you welcome it, it's a door. And what does the universe say? All we want you to do is knock. We will open the door for you and just see what lies ahead. COVID has really been a turnaround for me. And you know, I mean, okay. So Merlin, of course, I know your background as a little girl while you were growing up and all that. Me too. That's where I was. I mean, I've come from nothing, and you know what? Life is fatalistic. I will go with nothing, and that's fine. I've made peace with that. But I really don't want to hear anybody grumbling. Oh, I'm bored. Oh, I'm this. Oh, I'm that. You're not in a war. There are no rations. People have not faced what, I mean, I was in Russia. The government very kindly sent me to Russia, and I heard the horror stories of what they went through communism. I was in China. People told me, you know, during the dictatorship, what they had to go through. Guys, we are fine. Invent, be inspirational, because you know what? This time's going to go. And are you going to look at, you know, right now you're looking at your phone and wondering, kaun phone kare, main kya karu, ye karna hai, wo karna hai, and then Corona will go, and then what are you going to do after that? Oh, I've still made ye karna hai, wo karna. Life is not a ye karna hai, wo karna hai. Life is now. And I think this is a wake-up call for everybody. I'm very, very clear about this. In fact, there's a little song that I've written, I mean, if you get the opportunity, I will share it with you. I don't quite remember the tune, but anyway.
Right now.
Sharon,
go.
1 minute. Let me just say what I'm going to say. I'm saying the now is important. Stop chasing what is not in your control. None of us are in control of tomorrow. I mean, they were sending out those forwards with the cyclone. I was saying, pata nahi kya karenge. 6 o'clock, we have to put up all our lights and all that. You know what? It's fine. You are in the now. Take the now, wallow in it, appreciate it, savor it. And I don't want anybody who's listening to this conference ever saying, you know, I didn't have time. Time is the biggest resource. Use it, savor it, chew it up, drink it up, and just make the most of every moment, because that's all we have.
Wow. You know, since you said life is now, I said we don't even want to wait for a second to listen to what you really penned down. And let's go ahead with you and Merlin, and let's go on the musical front on a natural high without...
You know, I've got this little, I mean, I don't know, I was just writing you know, in life, Simran, you know, when I was younger, I loved my gossip and plane ne ye kiya and usne kiya and hai pata usne kya kiya mere liye hai pata. You know what? I don't want to play the blame game, and I honestly want to share that whatever happens in life, whether it's COVID, whether it's anything, whether the roof collapses, I am taking on the responsibility myself, because I am responsible for the earth that I live in. I am responsible, therefore, on a filtered downward spiral. This has happened because of me. Whether we have plundered or looted or built or, you know, we've had enough signs that the world was troubled. And finally, Mother Earth has said, you know what, guys? I'm going to go to sleep for a while. And I suggest you sleep as well. I need to rest. And so having taken that, because it's so much easier, you know, when you take on a responsibility, you are the pilot of your plane, you are the rider of that horse. You suddenly realize that when you're driving, what an exciting journey life is. So, but that's not what my song is about. The song is really it's just a simple little thing, because I was so nervous Merlin was with me and I knew she was going to give us all her fabulous tunes. I said, no, please, me also.
Are you singing, Sharon, are you singing a cappella? Are you singing just
a cappella? Yeah.
So I'm going to be adding some soft chords to you. So continue.
Okay. So why don't you start with, shall we try something in C?
Yes.
Yeah, okay. I remember long ago, they said the earth was dying. The hills were plundered, the trees pulled down, and the innocent were dying. Can we do that again, Merlin? I remember long ago, they said the earth was dying. The hills were plundered, the trees pulled down, and the innocent were crying. Why did I not stop to care? Why did I walk away? Am I the reason the earth's in pain? I miss my yesterday. Am I the reason that's in pain? I miss my
So mesmerizing. Well, let me get up here.
You know, Sharon, your tune, your branding. So as a branding expert, you know, if I had to brand you, what is Sharon and what is Simran? Okay, for me, they are both fabulous divas, but they are also tender, but they are also soft. They are also compassionate, but they are also rock stars. Okay, so I would say I brand you in just these 3 notes. Okay. Divas!
Thank you! My God! That's unbelievable. We need to share this to the world. This is the charm. This is what COVID-19 has done to us, and everywhere we're just talking about other things. I think this is one of the most amazing times I've ever had on a webinar on Zoom. So thank you so much, Chaitali, for this. And I've never experienced, you know, such a natural high altogether. Thank you, Sharon. That was absolutely, absolutely spectacular. I'm going to talk about Mother Earth because tomorrow is World Environment Day. But before that, this is a double whammy to our lovely viewers. I'm going to listen from Merlin as well without any further ado.
Lovely, Merlin. Play us one of your beautiful, Merlin, please play us one of your compositions. Please, please. You're such a genius on the piano.
In fact, I'm going to share it with Chaitali and Simran, you know, Sharon, all of you. I'll be performing with a whole host of artists, Rakesh, Chaurasya, and everyone. And I've written a song called, it's instrumental. Like you said, but we need our Mother Earth back, you know, Sharon, to echo what you said. Oh, Mother Earth, one second, I just got it. Yeah. Mother Earth, oh, Mother Earth, a great place to be. Humans, animals, plants, and trees. Let's live together in harmony.
But can I say something, Merlin?
Yes.
Not everybody has, listen, I know with all these great big wigs of the industry, you're going to be playing a fabulous symphony, but I have seen your fingers fly on the keyboard. So listen, we're all going to take a breath. Give us some of that magic because nobody can hit those ivories the way my darling Merlin can do. Merlin,
okay.
Ready?
Can I play a Bollywood song? Can I play a
Ready? Do anything, darling, follow your heart. I want to see you jam those ivories. I'm saying ready, steady, go, then you start. Ready?
Okay.
Ready.
Okay, what I'm going to be doing, Simran, this is what I'm going to do. I got inspired by our diva Sharon. So on the same tune, let's have a theme for today, right? And the theme is S and M. Okay? S. So the same one. I'm going to mix it with a Bollywood song where I was music arranger and assistant music director. One of my first films was Kabhi Khushi Kabhi Gham, and I had a chance to even co-write You Are My Sonia and Suraj Hua Madam. So I'm going to do a romantic version for you during this, because the storm has passed and here we are safe and sound.
Absolutely.
Right? So this is for Mother Earth, Mother Nature,
lovely,
for all of us. So this is a mix of Bollywood and what Sharon sang. So it's a mashup, it's a jugalbandi, okay? So let's go.
There you go. Lovely, my love, my sweetie, you're gorgeous.
So that was Kabhi Khushi and no gum, just Kabhi Khushi.
That's it. Guys, get out there, enjoy your time, live in the now, create, embrace change, and it's all going to be good, man. This is going to be over before you know it. If it's not over, what the hell? We live with it. We've survived SARS, swine flu, malaria, tuberculosis. What is this? It's just an intense cold. That's all it is.
Yeah,
so stop getting paranoid.
What a perception. I'm truly amazed by these two wonder girls. I'm sorry, I'm not calling you women, but I'm going to call you wonder girls. They're always girls and you'll always be girls. Sharon, tomorrow is World Environment Day. On this occasion, do you think Mother Earth, you already said, yes, it's given back to us. So can you please connect it with COVID-19 and what we're experiencing with the Mother Earth?
Like how ironic that tomorrow is you know, a wonderful day to celebrate and let her rest. Let's continue with the silence. Rest. The sky has never been bluer. The roads are clean. The clouds are fabulous. Rain looks beautiful. Let Mother Earth rest. छुट्टी दे दो उसको यार. इतने लात मारे हम लोगों ने. We plunder, we loot, we build, we exploit, we crap, you know, in gullies and spit. She needs a rest. So tomorrow we're going to give her a paid holiday, as far as I am concerned. Paid with our love. She must rest. Earth must rest if we have to wake up to a more sensible tomorrow. She needs to rest.
Yes, and you know, I think thanks to COVID or no thanks to COVID, it has rested a bit, right, Sharon?
Yes, yes, yes. Wonderful. Let her rest. She's fine. We'll all be back. You know that. Kuch bhag nahi raha hai. What everybody getting so paranoid about? Everything is there, whether it's work, whether it's our children, our homes, it's all there. Accept the now, maximize it, create music, sing, do Om on the balcony for God's sake. Don't panic.
Yeah.
It will be over soon.
You know, the other day, Sharon, you were talking about creating and embracing change during these times, right? So recently, you know, we created melody out of utensils and, you know, glass tumblers, and it's amazing what you can do with what's there, and people are going viral and nuts. So use social media to your advantage. Create, sing that song which has been in your heart. You know, grab the one you love. You know, do a song with your chacha, your chachi, with your husband, with your lover, with your wife, anyone. You know, try and explore. You'll never know what happens. And I've been seeing YouTube, and you know, what fabulous videos are coming out. You know, people are creating stuff, just being forced to be with each other. You know, we were never with each other. So we are all under the same roof. We're breathing the same air, you know, and ironically, our masks are off.
Yeah.
You know,
so can I add something to this, Merlin? Please. I've got another take on this. Yes, you know, silence always enhances your inner strengths. But I'm saying also that have we become victims of social media and that phone, from our children to everybody is looking at their phones? Why not challenge yourself and try not to look at your phone for a week?
Ooh! Woo!
Now, that was the real challenge.
That's tough.
Try that. Are we controlling? It's just a telephone, man. That's nothing. It's not our boss. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Try not to look at the phone.
And
then talk to me about creativity.
For artists, you know, artists keep calling me and saying, Merlin, we haven't earned. What do we do? What do we do for the next 7-8 months? And my heart goes out, you know.
Yes, it does.
How do they
sustain
make themselves still there, you know, that we are available? So they have to find a balance between, like you said, holding back and releasing. So if we can find a perfect balance between using our phones, you know, our iPads and stuff like that. Yes, I think time it well. You know, don't be in a hurry to just burst it out. You know, create those silences. So whenever something comes out, it's a spurt of great creativity, and people will relish that. You know, So use silence and media well.
Absolutely.
And that's what my next question is. You know, where entertainment is concerned, we all know that we're going to do a different form of entertainment altogether. We all are operating from home. And Sharon, there are a lot of people out there who are looking forward to opportunities who really don't know how to explore, be the social media way, you know, or the other way. So what opportunities do you think musicians or overall in the entertainment sector would people have, you know, since we're talking about creativity, innovation, what are the opportunities they would have, new opportunities, if you probably, you know, explored them a bit, you'd like to share it with everyone?
Okay, so I was reading up, you know, the history of cinema when, you know, well, I think first there were just little slides, and then then moving pictures happened. Moving pictures happened, which were in black and white, and then color happened, and then talkies happened, and it just kept generating businesses. People thought after the silent movies, films were made where people were speaking. A lot of actors lost their jobs or whatever because of their voices. Greta Garbo, for example, I mean, was this beautiful woman, and then they found out that she talks like this, you know. I think every phase in life will present an opportunity. See, right now, for example, I can only speak about myself. I mean, there are going to be some talent online competitions. There are going to be singing competitions, certainly master classes. And, you know, now this journey is starting. So I am saying actors, and maybe they need to create something like, for example, perhaps storytelling, and use their voices and their images and create content. See, content is always king. Everybody has said that. So if we go back to our content and let the inventiveness get to another level, something dynamic will come out of this. I mean, there used to be radio, and then it switched to TV. It always created employment, and it was always a big leap. The economy always took a big leap. I think the virtual space, the online space, it is virgin territory.
Yeah.
And I think if we are smart, see, always, the smart do succeed. They always have the head start. But now it's so funny because we're all sitting in the confines of our house and there's no influential person to call up or network or whatever. So concentrate on your content. Maybe you have to go into reinvention, into the virtual and the online space. I know that there is a lot happening. Apps are being created, and it's all going to explode. You can be part of that explosion. Don't sit and wait for something. Don't wait. I've got a great quote. Don't wait for the storm to pass. Learn to dance in the rain. Get out there and dance. Come up. Where is your big idea? Peter Drucker said a wonderful thing. You want a great future? Invent it. So invention is going to be the buzzword now. Invent something. Why are you waiting for someone to give you a call and can you sing this song? Okay. I stopped doing that years ago. I'm my own master. I do what I do. I do sometimes a very little, sometimes a lot. And I've created a little world for myself. And I did it because I said, look, I don't want to wait. I do not want to be at the mercy of that phone call. No doubt. Over the years, have built up, very respectful clients and all that is all there. That's great. But the key is invention. Even now, somebody has just rung me up this morning saying, look, let's do weekly competitions for schools. I'm now going to be on a webinar, for 6,000 parents and children. So this is all new. It's wonderful this has happened. If it hadn't happened for COVID, I would be, whatever, So take charge of the situation. Don't panic. Come up with an idea. With the kind of information we have on the net, do you know something? It is impossible to fail. Knowledge, apps, technology, software, all at the touch of a button. Come up with the next big idea. I mean, where do you think Hotmail came from? Where did Gmail come from? How did Apple happen? How did Facebook happen? Come on, guys. You could be the next trillionaire if you want to be, if you're thinking like that.
What an inspiration. Yes, Merlin, please go ahead, Merlin. Yes, I know I'm excited to talk about it as well.
Simran, Sharon is so right. I think the situation is the boss. I believe the situation we are in is the boss. And so how do we deal with that boss? We become our own bosses, right? We are stuck in our homes, and this goes out to all artists and musicians. I have been learning so much even at this point of making my own movies, my iMovies, and of course I have this fabulous young boy, Jeremy, in the studio, who I've learned so much from, and I'm hoping, Jeremy, you've learned from me. Yeah. So, use technology to your advantage. Use this time of the COVID time. Please allow yourself to get bored. Be bored because when you're bored, you contemplate. And when you contemplate,
absolutely,
you start creating. So it's
the phoenix will rise.
Yeah. So it's important to take advantage, and allow yourself to just let your mind go everywhere. Even if it's a simple note, anything that you can do, For example, when MasterCard, when they said, they are priceless. What does MasterCard stand for? Priceless moments, right? And sometimes it just takes 3 notes to create those priceless moments. You don't need to be a great musician, but yes, learn the rules, learn little technology. Use this moment to start equipping yourself with knowledge. Knowledge is really, really important. Talent is one thing. Knowledge with talent, it's amazing. And I know I used to hate to learn classical music. My mother would say, please, Merlin, please study. One day you'll use it well. And I'm so happy because I didn't realize knowing scales and, you know, technique would create. And this is how MasterCard was created with just 5 notes of music, but changing and shifting those 5 notes. That's when MasterCard said, yes, this sounds priceless. This is a priceless moment. And right now it's playing in 120 countries, in subways. You know, every time you swipe your card, that's the sound of MasterCard, you know, and it's like this. That's it. And then they said, you know, we need something with technology. So use that technology. I was using the piano, but right now we can use that, you know. So simple notes. I didn't even go away from there. It's just there. So yes, dig deep within you. And most importantly, I would say to all the youngsters and to everyone, there's no age to when you can create, you know. You know, Sharon, Buena Vista Club, you know, Simran, this is they were under the Cuban rule and they could not perform music, okay, because music was the devil's occupation, right? So Castro just said, no more music, just do farming. And there was this band underground, and they would just teach students and whatever, and 2 Americans discovered them. At the age of 82 and 84, they won their first Grammy Award. At 82. Can you believe that, you know? So there is no age limit to when you can create. And what I would like to say is, learn the rules like a pro, so you can break it like an artist.
Yay!
Oh, that comes from a pro as well. Learn the rules like a pro, and who better
Break it
than
like an artist.
my lovely girls.
Right, Simran?
You are a rock star, as I said.
No, Simran, listen, I see you. You know, Simran, when I see you, when I met you, you know, I said, oh my, you're a professional, you know, you're an artist, but you know, you broke the rules so subtly, so stylishly. And I'm so happy I bumped into you. You know, we were just, you know, Simran walked in and said, can I take this seat? Is it taken? I said, no, come, sit. You know, and she just sat there and we were just chatting. And next thing I know, I said, oh my God, this girl is a diva. But she was just like a girl next door when she was sitting next to me. And I think if we can all possess that, you know, the girl next door, and yet have that star quality, because, you know, you were given birth, you were given life, and you have to achieve something in a small way, in a big way, I don't care. So all I can say is do the ordinary in an extraordinary way.
Absolutely.
Sharon, you know, you've had fans across the world. Even now, they're all in love with you. As I said, you know, we have the youngest legend here. Sharon, what do you have to say to those entertainers every day in the morning, reading the news of people taking drastic steps? I mean, what can we do to really make them understand that don't do this, it's just a passing phase. You know, people are just going and taking a drastic step by giving up their lives. I mean, how can we really control this? Is there any possibility, you know, I mean, this is a fabulous webinar, I think, which should go to the world, which is a positive message. And I really haven't come across anything as magnificent as this, just with 2 magnificent, lovely girls, Sharon Prabhakar and Merlin D'Souza. So I'm absolutely elated. So can we do something about them, Sharon? Because even this morning we did the same.
For me, I am not there yet, but, and I don't really talk about this because this is my personal journey, but I do meditate and ponder and study. And I do this on a twice daily basis. Like everybody else, my mind would wander after the first 2 seconds because I'm such a hyper person. I can't sit. But I understood about meditation. What it does is it disciplines the mind. It's like when you go to the gym and, you know, you're you're working on your muscles. Meditation, the biggest exercise, the biggest gift you can give yourself is to silence the mind. And that's what meditation has taught. I would urge everybody, silence your mind. What is happening? What did I say in the first 2 minutes? This is not something that is happening to me. It's happening for me, which means all these thoughts, fears, you're not good enough, you're not pretty enough, your life is going to be over, oh my God, you're finished. These are external voices. They're not part of your inner core. You have been born and engineered for perfection. I'm very clear about that. I gave you the example of the rose. When you plant a rose, when you put a seed into the ground, does a rose say, hey, you know, Sharon, you're putting me into the ground, will I grow to be a rose? Which flower does that? Look at the sunflower, look at the rhododendron, look at the crocus, look at the lily of the valley, look at the rose. They don't question. Just be in the now. Silence your mind. Everything that is being said to you is your evil twin. You know, we are two people. We are one person, which is a really nice person. And then you got this evil twin saying, you're not good enough. Listen to what she said. Isne ye kiya, usne wo kiya. You don't have enough money. You're too fat. You're too thin. Silence that. And you can do that with meditation. Silence your mind. Trust your inner voice. God does not want you to end your life now. He's saying this is another beginning. Start your path anew. When you travel, don't you say, now this year I'll go to Kulu, or I'll go to this country, or I'll go. Take this as a voyage of discovery. This has happened. COVID is a reality. And it looks like it's not going to be over for a long time. You have to pace yourself. Throw out the external demons. Focus on your inner core. Meditate. Thank God that you're alive and you're healthy. You've got arms, legs, eyes, nose, ears, teeth. You know, why are you looking for reasons to be unhappy? This is stupidity, na? Do we wake up and say, lovely, acha, now I'm going to certainly look for the reasons to be unhappy. But those who do that are stupid. Silence your mind. That is why they say do yoga. I mean, as old-fashioned as this sounds, I have learned. Do your yoga, do your pranayama, do your breathing, and journey inward and block out those outer voices, because they're not your friends. They want you to lose. Which inner voice wants you to blossom. So it's now there's a war going on. Which one is going to win? Block out external voices. Anybody who says, do you know that lovely saying which I saw on the net? I'm talking to you about not using the phone, trust me. But there was a saying which says that if an inner voice inside you says, Picasso said this, I think. He says, if an inner voice inside you says, oh, you know what, you can't paint. He says, pick up that paintbrush and start painting now. Don't listen to the cannots and can'ts and should nots and would nots and all those excuses. They're not on your side. They don't have your back. You've got your back. Protect yourself. Go inward, breathe, meditate, silence your mind. And when you're in a space, you will come to a space of light. Now we will start filling that space with wonderful things that you choose from, like creativity, innovation, an idea, compassion, kindness. That's the sort of thing. Block out those inner voices. Block out the outer voices. And tune into your inner self. Be confident of taking that journey inward.
Yeah,
wow,
well,
what a beautiful message. Yes, Merlin.
Very beautiful. You know, Sharon, definitely I would tell people how to handle crisis. Definitely. I think on an average day, there are 24 hours, right? We need 6 to 7 hours to sleep, right, Sharon? Simran? Yeah, Chaitali? So we need about 6 to 7 hours.
Simran needs 10 for beauty sleep. It's okay.
I don't sleep at all, Sharon.
Yes. Yeah, I know.
I'm like, wow. I'm like, it's a blessing. It's a different world I'm living in. I have no idea how it's going on. I'm just flowing with it like a river. So
24 hours in a day. So you have 7 hours to 8 hours to sleep. What do you do with the rest of the hours? A couple of hours, maybe time wasting, like Sharon says, 2 hours, stare at the ceiling, meditate, breathe deep, very, very deep, breathe, meditate, concentrate, look at a fixed spot, or, if you have a plant at home, if you don't, put your computer on and just meditate, watch something cool and calming. So that's 2 hours. Then learn something new, okay? Because you can never know everything. So empower yourself by learning something. So, the important thing here is don't be afraid. So if you're feeling low, what do you do? What do musicians do? What are they doing? Some would play just in a band, some would play in a hotel. So all that is out. What do we do right now? Use that knowledge that you had and try to create little master classes, little classes, start with students, definitely start by accepting that you won't succeed at the start. It's fine. No one succeeds at the start. So don't be afraid. Important, take advantage to develop and nourish your skills and nourish your soul, nourish your mind. That's important. Exercise. If you can't do yoga, fine, exercise. Keep fit, mentally, physically fit. And definitely, I would say, challenge yourself. Challenge everything that you know. Very importantly, if you're feeling low and you're feeling, oh my God, this is it. I'm not going to be doing anything in my life anymore. Music is dead. Entertainment is dead. No. Pick up that phone, like Kaun Banega Crorepati, and go for that lifeline. Call a friend. Phone a friend. Tell them or tell him that this is what I need to do. I get people calling me all the time. And I do make time to pick up that phone or answer back or, reach out to them in whatever way I can and to support them. In fact, we've started here the Piano Diaries, where every song tells a story. Every art, every picture tells a story. Every dance tells a story. Every movement tells a story. So I'm helping artists and people to say, come, if you have a story to share, come to me. I will empower you in whatever way I can. And similarly, if I need that person, I'm sure people will reach out to me. And Simran, Sharon, Chaitali, this is what I've discovered. The more you give, the more you get.
The more you get. Oh man, of course.
Don't be afraid to share your talent. Get out, reach out to people in your own little way. It will all come back to you. And I just want to tell you, I'm so humbled. And I think coming out of a place of humility is where you should always stay. Because people will realize your greatness in what you put out. But humility has to stay and be a part of you. I went a couple of years to study to Berkeley. And I went with this bravado. I'm going to be sessioning with Grammy Award winning artists and stuff like that. And, I was like this at the end of it. And I realized this is what I want to say. I went there to reinforce what I knew, but no, it was to uncover what I don't. So stay in that zone.
Wow.
Thank you, lovely. Very well said. Wow.
This has been the most motivational session, a webinar, I must say. And I think it really needs to really go across the world. I'm going to come and, Sharon, before I come to you and ask you, because we're talking about music, heals battled nerves and really gives that beautiful light to everyone. And now this is the time for love and light. And we always say, instead of COVID-19, always think, let COVID-19 be full of kindness, compassion, and love. So I'm going to definitely tell you to pass on that beautiful message from music, which you all both are best at. But I'm going to say this beautiful quote I heard, incident I heard by Anuradha Podwalji before yesterday when I was doing an interview for the USA show. And she said, I said, what is the most inspiring message you've received? She said she received this message from R.D. Burman, sir. And he told her after her first show, after her first performance, live performance, he told Anuradha Porwalji that when you don't know anything, okay, it's the first performance, right? So you're nervous and you have all the jitteries, you know, and you have all the nervousness around you. He said that time feel that no one is anything. Your audience is nothing and you are everything. But when you reach up to the mark and you are performing, always think that you are nothing and the audience is everything. You are the most humble person. And I think that was a beautiful message. And she said she always believes in that, and that really changed her life and never let her go beyond, you know, being humble and being very kind to everything. And that is how the musical journey goes. So Sharon, with your music, I want you to heal everyone's hearts and bring that beautiful positive feeling. I'm telling you, Sharon, every single word that you and Merlin have spoken has really changed me as a person. You know, the thought that I get that, why am I working so much? I'm working 20 hours. What's wrong with me? People are saying because I'm doing shows for the USA, I'm working as for the UK time. And I said, it's a blessing. Let me relish it and let me see what's my capacity, you know? And I'm telling you, every single word you've spoken, I'm like all charged up, you know, all charged up. And you've been a blessing to the world. You've always been a blessing. And every single word you've said will change everyone's perceptions, not just me, but across the world. So thank you, thank you, thank you, and lots of gratitude to you. So please, one beautiful message in your musical way for everyone around to spread positivity, love, and light.
You want me to sing, or you want me to, what do you want me to do?
Have you
gone off singing?
Anything, whatever your heart says, Sharon.
So, you know, a lot of, I mean, right now, you know, you put me into a spot, but I always go back to the first time when I was a nobody and I was given the opportunity to act as Evita on stage. And Evita, two songs changed my life. I mean, two phases changed my life. One was when I sang Meri Jaisi Hasina for Bappi, and then I won, you know, the Singer of the Year award, and then off I went in that direction, and then I acted as Evita. But what I liked about Evita's character was I loved her tenacity and her resonance, and resistance to, I mean, she was just not put downable. You know, as kids, we used to have those balloon dolls, now usko niche dabaya to patak, it comes up. So Evita was like that, and frankly, so am I. So let me sing you two little lines from Evita. I mean, they're just two little lines, you know, I hope. Okay. Don't cry for me, Argentina. Oh. The truth is, I never left you. All through my wild days. Merlin, you want me to start again?
No, that's okay.
That's the note. Okay, so should we go again? Give me the chord. Yeah, okay. Let's go start again. Go. Don't cry for me, Argentina. The truth is, I never left you. All through my wild days, my mad existence, I kept my promise. Don't keep your distance. Have I said too much? There's nothing more I can think of to say to you. But all you have to do is look at me to know that every word is true. Thank you.
Wow.
You know, Sharon, I have never felt like having the virtual hug. I haven't even heard of that, but I actually feel like having the virtual hug with both of y'all. Thank you so much. I think this has been my brightest moment of COVID-19. It's been almost 80 days now, you know, and this has been my brightest moment. Let me tell you that. Sharon, thank you so much. And I have absolutely no words to express, but I'm going to also go with something, we've all had introspection, and you've been a soulful person altogether, you know, throughout your life. I want to know, what was that special introspection that happened during COVID-19, which wouldn't have happened otherwise?
You're asking me?
Yes, yes.
Oh, sorry. I thought you were talking to Merlin. What was the aha moment? You know, for me, when it happened, like I told you, of course, I was saying, you know, thanks Sharon for Evita. Oh, thank you for those lovely messages. Okay, no, for me, the aha moment came when, just as like I was talking about the evil twin, why is this happening? What is it? You know, when that came, they came towards me, I was able to back off and said, no, this COVID is not happening to me, it is happening for me. And I'm going to come out of this like a phoenix. And that's when I tapped into my creativity. See, I've always been, because, you know, I'm running a home and, you know, and then we've got the motivation and blah, 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 and theater and da, da, da. So my to-do list, okay, what all I have to do every day is like from A to Z. Now it's freeze frame. And I loved the challenge. Simran, I have discovered I love challenges. When life's going to hit me a lemon, I'm going to make nimbu pani. You know, when I was 16 and my parents didn't have any money and all that sort of thing, I lost my voice. The one hope that I had, I can get out of this jhanjat of no money and all that, and I will be able to, I'll carry this voice with me. Do you know, out of all the illnesses to hit a 15, 16-year-old girl, my voice went. Cut a long story short, there was no money to cure me, blah, 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 blah. Anyway, my mother took me to some cheap dispensary, and so the fever went away, the pain went away, the infection went away, but I couldn't talk. So 1 month, 2 months, 3 months, and my mother went back to the dispensary. And they said that, madam, you wanted to save your child. So we have saved your child, but unfortunately, we have damaged her vocal cords. The girl is never going to be able to speak again. You know, Simran, that was my aha moment. I said, I'm not going to speak again. Really? Very funny. And I looked at God and I said, you know, first of all, I want to tell you, you should choose somebody your size before you take them on. But having taken me on, I'm okay. You're either with me or you're against me. But, you know, I'm going to do what I have to do. It was an aha moment. Losing my voice was the making of Sharon. And I'm still standing. So COVID is a great opportunity for me. I feel I'm in a treasure chest. I think I'm on a voyage of discovery. As Merlin said, between you and me, and of course everybody listening, technology is, you know, oh my God, no, ye karna wo. I no longer, the universe said, Sharon, you've been lazy all this time, get to work. So I am going to learn to be knowledgeable. I am going to become more tech savvy. I am going to create. I'm going to write songs. You know something? I've never written songs. Can you believe it? All these years, Merlin, I've never written a song.
But I love what you wrote just now. I love this.
Just a little, this thing. So COVID for me is, stop right there, Sharon. Stop right there. Sit right down is one of those things. And I am going to sit down and I am going to come up with something new and exciting. Not because I want to prove anything, but I want to justify the life that God has given me. And Merlin and Simran, you talked about, you know, musicians who are struggling. I'm telling you, just sit down, regroup, think. You haven't lost your vocal cords, you know, the way I did. You didn't live in a little railway quarter with just the azan and a church gong and a railway track and engines, as Merlin has done. Grow up. Be grateful. You're alive. You are alive, my friends. Use this resource called life. Mold it, shape it, rewire it, come up with something. And I'm telling you, wait, somebody is going to come up with the next big idea. So for me, COVID is an aha moment for me to sharpen my claws on all the skills that I was a bit sloppy on. And we'll see. Next COVID, I'll come up with something else. But right now, I'm sharpening all my technical skills. PK COVID, I got COVID, Jaiga, it's nothing. Trust me. Take it in your stride. Is the cup half empty or half full? That's the way I look at it.
Yeah.
Here we have miracles of God. Sharon Prabhakar, who feels like a phoenix bird and comes out alive from her own ashes. That was so beautiful, Sharon. And thank you. As I said, this message has to go all across the world. And I'll make sure I will take it all across the world to spread positivity, optimism, and utmost gratitude across the world. Merlin, you're going to have your musical take, your last beautiful say that you have to give to all the masses in your musical language, of course, and post that last message will go to everyone. Now, I can talk with these beautiful girls throughout for 4 hours together. And thank you for everyone, all our viewers who were there with us since the beginning.
Thank you, everybody, for listening to us and sending all your wonderful messages. Thank you so much, everybody, for tuning in. And now over to you, Merlin.
Yeah, you know, I think I'd like to end by saying, I think echoing a lot of what Sharon already beautifully put together. And I think the COVID moment for me has been self-introspection, definitely, because I'm always moving too fast, you know. I'm always wanting to accomplish so many things in a day because I feel that's my life, you know. I was born against the odds. I was almost not born. And my mother said I was in, you know, like an accident almost, so to speak. And so I feel there's a survival instinct within me. And not just me, I think everyone should have that purely by the dirt of being born. You were born, you are alive. So make use of that life, you know. And yes, as a musician, I would try and form an analogy and say, you know, you have to have, like I started when I said, have melody. What is melody? It's what your voice tells you to say, what you are. Be unique. You have your own DNA. Create your own DNA. Amplify the sound of your DNA. So that's your own melody, right? Write a tune which is yours. So when you go out of this world, they'll say, okay, whoever, you know, Shah, D'Souza, Pinto, you know, even George Floyd, you know, he's gone away right now, right? We all know what has been happening, but he's gone. And he's given such a beautiful message, even through the pain. He says, I can't breathe, you know, and that's the message which is resonating everywhere. So he went out with his melody. That's melody. Then you have harmony, right? Harmony. We need each other. No man is an island. I need you, Simran. I need Chaitali. I need Sharon. I need all our viewers out there who are listening to us. Without viewership, I would be nothing. I need you. So we need to collaborate to create harmony. So collaborate with a guitarist, with a pianist, with anyone, you know, create. So you have harmony. Then you have rhythm. Rhythm is the first sound that we all hear, the heartbeat. So nothing is done without the heartbeat. You know, when you're in your womb, it's the heart that is beating. You know, the very first sounds of music was the tom-tomming on wood. How would people in those years, you know, from the Australopithecus or Homo sapiens or whatever, how would they communicate, you know, with the sound of log drums, communicating with each other, you know? So we need rhythm in our lives. The rhythm, the trains, so many the trains. It was the dhak of life, you know, which kept me going. I said, that's a fast train, that's a slow train, that's a super fast train, you know? We need those moments. We need rhythm in our life. We need a pace. So keep the pace going every day when you wake up. Form a rhythm in your life, you know. And finally, which Sharon has taught me today, is silence. So use that well. If you can use all these 4 elements, silence to meditate at the end of the day. What did I achieve? What did I learn? Whose life did I touch? What did I give? What did I get back? What was the miracle that I experienced from someone just saying a kind word or something that I read? So I feel enriched by the time I lay my head to sleep. I'm so rich because I had melody, rhythm, harmony, and silence in my life. And you should have that too.
Wow.
Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful.
And I'm going to have your last piece of beautiful music, and let us please enjoy with that.
Sharon, please sing with me.
Both
Sharon,
of y'all, yes, both of y'all together.
Sharon, anything. Sharon, what do you want to say? Something on Mother Nature?
I mean, like what? I mean, invent a song. Let's
okay.
do.
Okay, you sing whatever you want. I'm just going to be playing, okay? Something that you sang earlier.
No, I'm just thinking. Shall we just do?
Okay, can you spark some poetry? Sing.
Let's do. Let It Be, Beatles. What has happened? Has our transmission gone off? I can't hear.
Okay.
Merlin, are you okay? Yeah, what happened? Merlin is static. She's frozen. So
okay.
Is that?
You know, Sharon, I think we need to have a concert, a virtual concert with both of you together. You know, and you innovating at the spur of the moment. You know, it's been the most enlightening session ever in my life. And I'm telling you, I'm a different person today. I'm really a different person today. Also, I want to thank WEE, Women Entrepreneurs Enclave, and this event is organized by ShreOM Communications and Solutions. I'm going to wait till Merlin is back. Hi, Merlin. Can you hear us?
Merlin, I just want to add, listen, are you there, darling?
You need to log out and log in back. Log out and come in back again. You can leave the room and come back again.
We'll just do a nice little one. We'll do 4 lines from Let It Be. I couldn't think of anything.
Beautiful. For sure.
So we're waiting for Merlin
to hear us. Chetal, you can just send her a message. Tell her to leave the room and come back again. We'll be all fine. It'll be all good.
So we're waiting. No, so you know, let's just savor moments. Savor moments and stop thinking about ourselves. Just get out there, be good, be grateful for the blessings we have from God. Let's say a kind word to somebody. Let's reach out to somebody who has less than us. And decentralize the center of I, me, myself. Put that away and just reach out. Trust me, the universe is mother. She will, and she blesses people who, you know, show compassion and, you know, blessings and gratitude. So defocus. I think Merlin's back.
Welcome back, Merlin. Let's go with Beatles. Let It Be. Are you there, Merlin? Can you hear us?
Yes.
Awesome. Thank you for being back here, sweetheart. Yes. And this is what Sharon does, yeah? She has complete faith. You know, with patience,
Merlin, where are you? I can't see you on the screen.
Okay.
Can we just, so what do I do? Yeah, 1 minute. I can't.
We can see you. You be there, she'll be here.
I know. Okay. So Merlin, again, back to give me a C. Let's do 2-3 lines of Let It Be then. I mean, they're insisting we sing, so we might as well do something, right? Okay.
You want to do Imagine?
Imagine there's no. My God, wait 1 minute. I don't have the words. Let's do Let It Be right now. Next one we'll do Imagine.
Let It Be is fine.
Okay.
Yeah.
Give me a C. A little too high. Darling, go a note. There you are. Give me a note. Okay. When I find myself in time of trouble, Mother Mary comes to me, speaking words of wisdom. Let it be. And in this time of darkness, she is standing there in front of me, speaking words of wisdom. Let it be. 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 Speaking words of wisdom. Let it be.
I'm in complete silence.
You have to
Complete
warn me if this Merlin. I knew Merlin was going to put me in the spot. Imagine, Merlin, you have to imagine next time.
Yes, that was beautiful. Beautiful.
This was absolutely terrific, truly amazing. And I think with this beautiful message, Sharon, and this was a treat for all your fans. And I must say, it's been a double treat today to have Sharon Prabhakar and Merlin D'Souza. And I really look forward to having a virtual concert. I'm going to pass on this lovely video, this webinar to everyone. I'm going to have a virtual concert pretty soon. So if you are open to it, if you'll have time, I think we need to really go ahead and heal the world with your mesmerizing music. Some of the time, my good, beautiful, and young stars here, my rock stars for being here with me. Absolutely, absolutely, unbelievably awesome. And you know, usually we always go to mystics to get enlightened, but we are simply enlightened by Sharon Prabhakar and Merlin D'Souza. So thank you so much. And I'm going to take this opportunity to thank Chaitali.
Before we close, I want to say something to Sharon and Merlin. Thank you so much. And Sharon, you are my guide anyways. I always, you are real and to me. And I would like to say, as you both said that we need to create something new. So let me tell you, Sharon already knows that we are a 2 years old young organization. We is very old, very young organization. We started with only 12 members, and today we are 4,500 plus women entrepreneurs. We started with Mumbai, then we went to Mumbai, Delhi, Kolkata, Nagpur, Pune, Bangalore. This month, Sharon, I would like to say that we launched Assam and Singapore as well. So we have gone international.
Wonderful.
And the second thing which I want to say that we have created we online e-commerce platform so that all the entrepreneurs can come and sell their products, trainers can book their trainings, and service industries can promote their services. So this is what we online e-commerce platform that we have launched this month only. So these are the two things I wanted to share.
Wonderful.
And we are coming up with many programs, viewers. This Saturday 6th, we have panel discussion with our own B members. We are talking about entrepreneurship and opportunity during lockdown. So this is what we are doing this on 6th. 7th, this is Sunday, which is a Sunday twin webinar we are saying financial freedom by industry expert. And the second webinar will be alternative business opportunity part 3. And we will definitely come up with lots and lots of conversations with Sharon. And thank you, Simran, so much. I mean, you have always been with me. Merlin, you're really, I mean, I don't have any... Thank you, Merlin.
Thank you, everybody.
We are the world. And I would love to Sonic brand we right now, this moment. That's my pledge. So wherever you go around the world, Singapore, Assam, you'll have the sonic sound of WEE. We.
Yes.
I'm going to gift you that.
Thank you so much, Merlin. Yeah. And before we end, I would like to request everybody to switch on their videos. We would like to have this is our we do this and then we have a picture. We can have a picture.
Thank you so much to all our lovely viewers for being here with us. And thank you, Chaitali, for giving an opportunity to all the entrepreneurs out there to come together. So this Saturday, please be connected with WEE, and you're doing absolutely a commendable job. So all of us, can we all have our videos on?
Bye.
Bye.
Let's do this. This is W.
Are you still there?
Yeah, this is W. This is W. I request everyone to switch on their videos and do this. This is the W. And yeah, please switch on the videos. I will just click the picture. So thank you once again.
Thank you once again, everybody.
Sharon,
Merlin.
Thank you all for
Thank you for your love and time. Thank you so much.
Bye.
Thank you. Lots of love to you. Thank you, Sharon.
Thank you.
Really, I owe it all to you. I owe it all to you. Genuinely, I owe it all to you. And I mean it from the bottom of my heart. Thank you, sweetheart. Thank you, Merlin. Lots of love to you, sweetheart. And really, I feel like having the virtual hugs for the first time ever in the past 80 days. Yes. Lots of love to you. Thank you so much. God bless.
God bless. Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
Thank you.